Hi, this is Scott Garibay, and today we're going to talk about Vivek Ramaswamy, and specifically, let me get right to the point. I'll just try to give you my lead in the subject we're going to talk about, and we're going to talk about lying and how to process Vivek Ramaswamy as opposed to Donald Trump on the issue of honesty and on the issue of lying. Okay, so so this is a response to a direct response to one of my viewers brought up. They said, "Hey, you really go hard against Donald Trump for being a liar, right?" And that's not fair, because the reality is we all lie. Everybody lies. If you're gonna take somebody off the board for being a politician because they lied, there'd be nobody left, right? It's a completely valid, it was a statement. I'm going to take, it was a statement, and I'm going to correct the record here, okay? One, that viewer, that commenter is 100% right? Like, I agree with him. You should not take a person off the board to be a political leader because they've lied, okay? I've lied. I've told lies in my lifetime. I've told little white lies, and I've told big lies, right, that weren't white lies. And the reason why is I'm a sinner. I'm an evangelical Christian, so I'll say right out, I'm a sinner. Like, we know we're sinners as evangelical Christians. A real one. Not like Donald Trump. Not like President Donald Trump. Let me clarify that real quick. They asked Donald Trump, "Are you a Christian?" He said, "Of course I'm a Christian. I go to church." Nope. That right there tells every real Christian that you don't know what it takes to to be a Christian. Any Christian would never say that, right? Like that, because that's not how you get to heaven. President Donald Trump is not a Christian, not even remote, right? So any leanings toward that is performative. All right. So one, I'm a liar. Okay? And the reality is, you're a liar too. I'm betting that you've told a few little white lies, and guess what? Those count, right? And you have told probably some big ones too, right? Now, I would say the number of big lies in my life might be 6, maybe as high as 20, right? Like, and that's a problem, okay, right? And so, but I and you should not be removed from being a candidate as a politician. The reason why is you're exactly right. That guy's right. We can't just use being a liar to say, hey, that person can't serve as a politician, because everybody has lied. That is 100% true. All humans are liars to some degree. Why does President Donald Trump disqualify? Why does President Donald Trump's lying disqualify him from any moral, from being a valid candidate for any moral voter? All right, so I'm going to answer that question for you. Donald Trump is not a liar. Donald Trump is a premeditated, habitual liar. Right? He and let's get it all the way there. Word is bond. Right? My word is bond. Your word is bond. President Donald Trump's word is bunk, right? And here's why, okay? If I lie, I'm like, oh man, I do my little, smile, and I get whatever I need from the person, and then that night I stay up, I lose an hour, 2 hours, I might lose a whole night of sleep, and I'm like, oh man, I'm a terrible person. I lied. That is a serious problem, right? And when I lie, I know I've done something wrong, right? I'm a liar, right? That's not what President Donald Trump is. You've got to read The Art of the Deal. In The Art of the Deal, he explained that he would invite people to one of his headquarters, right? And he would receive them. He would be in the building, and he would be sitting, having some cookies and drinking some coffee, and for hours he would say, his secretary would come in, or administrative assistant, excuse me, and say, your guests have arrived. Your business, the person you're having this business meeting with have arrived. And he's like, tell them I'm not in the building. And he would do this over and over and over again, right? And he would make them wait until they were impatient, and then he would, when they were super impatient, when they were right about to leave, he would pop up in the building he was already in, and he had lied to them time after time after time, and he did this on a pattern. This is what he wrote in the book, and there are tons of other examples where he used lying as a method, and he told others to do it. He had no shame. He said, I have habitually used lying as a tool, and I'm going to teach you how to do it because I want lying to spread. Right? That's astounding, right? Like, that is astounding. And that's the point, right? He is a premeditated, habitual liar who has no shame when he lies. And I think this was fully proven when he was president. He lied constantly. He would, and to this day, he is using lying as a powerful tool. And the problem is, I get it. I know why. I know why good moral voters want to vote for him. Right? He wins. He was 100% true. Not everything he says is a lie. He was 100% right. When he was president, we were winning so much, we wish we weren't winning that much, right? We had incredible, he really did. He made the American economic engine purr, right? Like, he really did. He put in the judges that we need. He crushed it for Republican voters, right, who voted for him. And he made a far better world than President Biden ever did. But the problem is, if the Republicans co-sign him again, right, then what we're saying is that we want these people, we want premeditated, habitual liars who have absolutely zero shame in lying to people as our leaders. And we cannot allow that, right? So Vivek Ramaswamy, I think, is a liar. I think you're a liar. I think I'm a liar. President Donald Trump is not the same thing. He's a premeditated, habitual liar who shows no shame in doing that action and using lying as one of the most powerful tools in his arsenal, right? And if the American people co-sign this again, we will forever be getting premeditated, habitual liars, right? And yes, he wins and he crushes and he makes the economic engine go, right? But the reality is we cannot co-sign this behavior, right? We cannot make a deal with the devil, right? He's not the devil, but he's close, right? He's a devil, no question, right? And this is a devil's bargain, and it is wrong. We cannot put in a premeditated, habitual liar who has absolutely no shame in using lying, literally celebrates his own lies by writing a book about them and telling everyone he did it, right? Like, we can't co-sign this. We have to return to insisting on people who are morally grounded. I'm not even saying perfect. I'm not even saying righteous. I'm just saying morally grounded, right? And if you are a premeditated, habitual liar who has no shame in lying, then you have reached a point where you are morally bereft. We must have morally grounded leaders. Vivek Ramaswamy is a morally grounded leader. Just like I have, just like you have. He has certainly lied, right? But his word is bond, right? If he tells a lie, he's going to regret it. He's going to lose sweet sleep, right? And it is an exception. I don't think that lies out of President Donald Trump's mouth are exceptions. They are the norm, right? And when he speaks truth, that is the exception. That is why it is so critical we choose an honest president. We choose someone who slips up and lies every now and then, right? And regrets it and loses sleep over it because they recognize it as a wrong action. President Donald Trump is beyond that. He cannot even remotely recognize lying as a wrong action. I think he's actually reached a point where he can't tell the difference between when a lie is coming out of his mouth and when the truth is coming out of his mouth. Not because he's stupid. He's incredibly smart. Right? He's incredibly smart. I really honestly don't think for 1 second President Donald Trump is stupid. He's not. He's incredibly smart, right? But he is morally bereft, and we need to return to morally grounded leadership. Every single word of that is my humble opinion. What's important is when I get to hear your humble opinion, when you get in the comments and center traffic. Please consider liking and subscribing, and have a wonderful millennium.